Hello! If you are new here, welcome. I am Azari.
I am Space, and that is Apollo, as you would know.
Welcome back, Apollo. And this is Witches and Weebs, where the otaku lifestyle, spirituality, fandom, and witchcraft all come together to create a harmonious community of witches and weebs and everything in between. This is really like pissing me off because it's touching my lip, and I hate that it's touching my lip. I don't even know what the fuck it goes to. Anyway, we dive into all things mystical, magical. I'm so sorry that I'm doing this on camera. Pop culture, witchy, weeby, anything under the sun considered fun. So if you are here, thank you for joining us on our journey to enlightenment, and we hope that you have as much fun as we do. Jazzy. I really hope it didn't look like I was picking my nose, because I promise I wasn't. I was trying to fix my nose, cuz. You know what? Fuck you guys. I'm picking my nose.
Dig for gold, boys. Anyway, we're here with the very final episode of Secrets of a Silent Witch, which, as you know, we've been watching for the last couple weeks on and off because of life's things and the holidays. And if you saw sometimes that the videos didn't have thumbnails for a few minutes, mind your business.
Yeah, actually, mind your business.
I was out of practice. Doesn't matter. But we are very excited to finish up the anime today and give you our full review. What happened last episode? I forgot.
So the last episode, Monica and Felix were on a little outing. He got her this really cute thing, but she was like, it doesn't compare to the acorns that you gave me that one time that I fell off of the blah 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 or something like that. And Felix was like, he was just being really cryptic with the things he was saying, and they were emphasizing that cryptic stuff that he was saying. He's like, because he's going by Ike right now, and he's like, your friend Ike isn't real. He can't actually hurt you. And I'm like, symbolism.
For certain. Something about that is a little symbolism.
Mary, the Starseer's witch, has this artifact that's called like the Stargazing Mira or Stargazing Mina. I still cannot remember the name. And it's missing.
Mira.
Yeah, Mira.
Yes,
and it's missing.
It got stolen.
And if it was stolen by a man, I feel so sorry for that son of a bitch, because he's about to be in for a rude awakening.
Certainly.
We learned that Monica had a friend named Bernie who was actually
Bernie
just
Jones.
a piece of shit. And just feels like Monica owes him something because his ego is wounded because she's smarter and better than him in every fucking shape or form. We also learned about shape-shifting magic or body modification magic, which that dragon transmutation followed under. Because at first I thought it was dragon people, but they're actually transforming themselves to look like dragons. And then episode 10, Monica got proposed to. Monica got proposed to by a dude who just wanted to play chess with her for the rest of his life because he's a fucking weirdo and he doesn't know how to actually communicate with people and has no social skills whatsoever. To where Cyril and Felix were like, buddy, we're gonna get you the fuck up out of here because that was weird and we don't need you disrupting this fucking tournament.
They were literally like, dude, does his selfishness know no bounds?
Right, like that's so weird. Why would you do that? And then there was Benji with the bob.
We did really like Benji with a bob.
I went backwards as fuck. I went from 12 to 10, but whatever. Benji with the bob.
It's all right. We understood exactly where we went from. So, I mean, I'm ready to start if you're ready to start.
I'm ready to start.
That was a really good rundown. I started to tear up with when the souls went up to the sky. I was getting a little teary-eyed. I was like, I'm
so sad that it's over.
I definitely don't think we're getting a second season.
Which means that now I'm gonna have to read the fucking manga and light novel because I want to know so much about everything. Oh my god.
Ooh, I just want to know more. So now that it's over, we're gonna talk a review, obviously. And what numbers are we looking at out of 10 for you?
I am and this is just me being very nitpicky, 7.5 or 8. Now,
I was actually gonna give it the same thing, 7 out of 10. Oh, I'd like to hear your reasoning.
so and again, this is me being very nitpicky because people are okay with this kind of thing, but me, I am a lore nut. I love lore. I love extensive lore. I love story. So first of all, what's giving it a really high score for me are the characters. The characters, how fleeting they may have been, next to Monica, who was obviously the protagonist, still were very dynamic, still had a lot of personality. Even when they weren't on screen for very long, they were able to be impactful, and we could see how important they were to Monica. Like Lana was a great friend. Claudia, as weird as she was, she had her moments, but also it was her personality that made her a very interesting character. Neil and Glenn were characters that only appeared like once or twice, but I love both of them because they were really funny. Elliot,
and also we get to see Neil's relationship with his girlfriend, who is absolutely head over heels in love with him. And Neil doesn't think he's good enough. They were able to make side characters easily entertainable, and you wanted to know more about them, which sucks because you don't find out anything more about them. Because I would have loved to just find out more about every side character in this show.
What's bringing it down for me is the pacing. Some things felt very abrupt, and some things I feel genuinely did not serve. It kind of felt like some episodes were like a flavor of the week kind of thing. Like there was no actual storyline. It was just, this is what's going on this day, and this is what was going on this day, and that's okay. But personally, the way that I saw this being set up was like something completely different. So that's on me for assuming that this anime was going to be something else than what it actually was. But that kind of brought it down for me a little bit. Some of the frames, you could tell that budget was not there. Obviously, if there's only one season, they're not going to allocate a lot of money to it. But it was still, the animation was gorgeous. The music, phenomenal. I would give the music a solid 9 out of 10. Animation, 8 out of 10. Could have been better. Storyline, 7 out of 10. Overall, 7.5 or 8. Because I did have a couple issues with it, but if you're just kind of watching this anime for something cute and you're not really worried about the lore and the story that they have behind, you know, the 7 stages and how Monica's silent casting started and diving deeper into Felix's obsession with her, then this is definitely the anime for you. But if you want something more because you're a lore nut like us, then definitely read the manga, skip the anime, watch the anime after you read the manga.
I pretty much agree with everything that you said. Like, I was gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Animation, I would actually give a 7 out of 10 because by the end, the prince was looking different in every frame. I need to be dead ass. The prince was looking different in every single frame. However, I did enjoy, sometimes I enjoy just a lighthearted anime that doesn't really get too deep and is just a nice little story about a bunch of fun, cute characters.
Yeah.
I can get behind it as that kind of story, but I am a lore nut, so it left me wanting like so much more, dude.
Yeah, it felt so empty because they were giving us they were emphasizing so many things like I said earlier, the body modification, magecraft. They emphasized Zero's little pendant being like a mana emitter or something like that helps him like control his mana. Like all of these things that they probably did expand on in the manga, we unfortunately don't get to see the anime, and because we're watching the anime first, we're left with wondering what significance these things have.
Now here's the thing. This is under the assumption that the manga is written more expansively.
Yes.
For all we know, the manga might just be written like this as well, and they haven't gotten to the points of expanding on any of these topics.
Which, honestly, it's not a terrible thing, especially with world building, because when you're world building, you don't want to hyper focus on every single aspect.
You want to sprinkle it in slowly and surely. Like, you'll come back to this. I've emphasized it for a reason, but it might not come up for another couple 100 chapters or something.
One Piece.
One Piece. So it could be like that. It's under the assumption that the manga has done more than what the anime has done. But I did enjoy it. I love the music. Again, 9 out of 10 for the music. Animation, 7 out of 10, because some of them were looking busted in every frame.
Oh, there was one frame where old boy's eyes were just like this. And I'm like, yep, there's no budget there. Budget's gone.
There's no budget. They got one take and that was it. I'm not drawing it again. I don't got time. I got shit I gotta do.
But like, yeah, like I said, I can't stress this enough. I am a lore nut and I love lore. So if you dangle 7 sages in front of me, I'm gonna want to know every sage. I'm gonna want to know all of their powers. I want to know how they got into their the role as a sage. I want to know more about this dragon body modification. I want to know more about Cyril. Yeah, it's banned. Like, I want Cyril. I will say Cyril is my favorite character. He wasn't around much, but his personality, he's interesting. His sister is interesting too, but he's enigmatic. He's got like this aura around him that makes me want to know more about him and how he got here and why he can't control his mana very well, to where if you're in a room with him, it's going to be cold because that's just the nature of his magic.
I do also think about the plotline and the pacing. I totally fucking agree. The pacing was ass. I'm gonna be real. Like, I needed this to be like 24 episodes and
or
then
something.
Have way more time with each thing, because the anime pacing sucks, man. Anime pacing sucks.
It does.
And I really did hate like the weekly. I felt like, here's a D&D reference. It felt like Monster of the Week.
It did felt like it literally felt like Monster of the Week, which honestly, okay, cool. If it felt more slice of life than anything, which at this point, again, me being nitpicky, is like, if you're going to do something like this slice of life, I don't think that you should emphasize so many world building possibilities.
Yes.
Like, if
it's going to be so slice of life, there's no need to emphasize all of these cool details that bring in body modification, blah, 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 and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
Because then you're just dick teasing people that like that.
And if that was the goal, because this anime was created to get people into the manga, 10 out of 10, great job. You did that right, because I want to fucking read the manga now. I need to know where Claudia and Neil end up. I need to know, because they showed us how fucking strong Glenn is, and then nothing. I thought they were gonna do something with that. Like, oh, we get to see how strong Glenn is gonna be because he broke the fucking scale and he's got this disposition toward fire magecraft, and then nothing. And it's like, okay, then what the fuck was the point of showing us that if you're not gonna show us if you're not gonna show us how strong he is?
Exactly. I agree 100%. There was a lot of stuff that if there's no explanation in the manga or expansion on it in the manga, there was no reason to bring it up in the show and the situation. Hello, Apolito.
Hello, Apollo.
He is being a guy right now. He's filling for like the whole show.
I'm not gonna shit on the anime. I think the anime is very cute for what it is.
Absolutely. Like I said, 7 out of 10, totally worth a watch, especially if you want something that's easily digestible and fun. Got a lot of fun characters in it, because literally not a bad character. Even Benji with the bob was fucking hilarious, dude.
Even Bernie was a piece of shit, but he was written well. He had substance. He wasn't a dick just to be a dick. He's a dick because he's battling his fucking ego. And you know what? Depth.
He feels inadequate.
Yep.
Yes. There's reasons that the people are acting dickish who act dickish, and all this certain things that happen for a reason. They're all fleshed out, and I really appreciate that as this show. Like, the characters, I would give the characters a 10 out of 10.
Yep.
Because they're all really entertaining and fun, and you want to see what happens with them.
Yep.
As for the rest of it, give or take 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Would still watch.
Yeah. Like, this is one of those animes where I would just watch it in the background and have it on just for background noise because it's cozy.
Absolutely. That perfect recommendation. It is a cozy anime to put on in the background and just chill out to. Anyway, I think that's, what else can we really say?
Nothing really. Kind of, we just already elaborated on what we thought about it. Would we recommend this? Yes, definitely would recommend this. I would not recommend this to people who love lore because you will be disappointed. But if you are wanting to watch this and get into the manga, this is a very good appetizer.
Teaser.
Yeah, it's a good teaser to have a little bit of expectation to because I'm not gonna lie, I looked on the wiki because I couldn't remember the last fucking Seven Sages name, and they do have they have some lore on the Seven Sages, so I'm very excited to read about that.
That's good. So the manga is more in depth.
Yeah,
this must be truthfully paints it as just a teaser for the manga to get, hey, go look at this manga.
Yeah,
we're probably not gonna be able to do a second season.
Yeah.
So a 10 out of 10, we'll recommend it. 7 out of 10, recommend it, watch it. Granted, have low expectations for finding anything else about the lore, but you will enjoy the characters.
Yeah, especially because I think the manga is on hiatus. So it's a light novel and it's
turned manga.
A manga.
Yeah, so it goes light novel first. Light novel came out first. I have the information up at top. The light novel came out first, initially serialized in 2020, which it is done. The light novel is done. The manga is still going, and most likely going to be longer than the light novel.
Yeah.
They typically do that. So, and from there, we got the anime this year.
Yeah.
Past year.
Yeah. Haha, last year. Teehee teehee. Well, thank you for joining us on this watch of Secrets of a Silent Witch. Recommend it to your homies if you want to. If you're looking for something cozy, definitely, I definitely recommend it. Do not go in here with the expectations of finding out about extensive lore because you will be left disappointed. We have said this already. We're just going to say it again just in case you're one of those people that skip to the end of the video. And if you are, how dare you? How dare you not listen to us?
What are you doing over here?
For 20 minutes straight.
This cat is judging you.
Next week, we're gonna be back with Free Red. Free Red is back, and yes, you will be watching it with us because it is going to be coming out in real time, and you will be listening to us yap about it after the episode is done, just like we did with the Apothecary Diaries.
We are going back to the weekly format of one episode a week. However, I do still want us to take recommendations and watch stuff off to the side and do Sunday fun days for you guys. Just throwing out a random review here or there of other animes. So please don't feel shy about leaving more animes in the comments once we get started, because we are still taking them.
We are still taking them.
Got plenty of time to sit around and watch some shows. So,
and the recommendations so far have not missed at all. They've been good
at all.
Apothecary Diaries, great. Free Ren, amazing. Violet Evergarden, fantastic. Secrets of a Silent Witch was one that I picked out, and it was pretty good. Again, just, don't go into this thinking that you're gonna have a very One Piece JJKE shonen-like experience, because not this one. It's very cutesy. Has potential to be great, but very cutesy.
So that's it. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell down below so you can be first in line for Witches and Weebs, because who doesn't want to be first in line for Witches and Weebs? I know I do. I know you do. And I know Mia does. So now I will tell you to stay magical, stay mystical, and stay whimsical. We will see you next time.
Bye, everybody. Oh, wait. Bye, everybody.
Much love.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming.
Bye.
See you guys next week.